Welcome to INN CEO Talks. In this episode, we're talking to Kevin Weston, the CEO and director of Whitehorse Gold, which trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol WHG. Whitehorse is one of Canada's newest exploration and development companies. The company has the Skookum Gold Project, which is home to three main deposits: Skookum Creek, the Goddell deposit, and the past-producing Mount Skookum deposit. The main focus of the company is the Skookum Creek deposit. As we know, the Yukon is a historic mining region with a focus on gold. The Mount Skookum deposit is a known site, which in the 80s, there was approximately 80,000 ounces of gold that were derived from 233,000 tons of ore. Joining me now is Kevin Weston. Kevin, welcome.
Thanks, Stu. It's great to be here. I love talking about the project.
Yeah, well, you're an experienced mine builder. So let's talk about this Skookum property that you have.
Well, it's pretty exciting. The location is second to none. I've been all over the world running and building mines, and it's a unique situation when you can be just over an hour from downtown Whitehorse and access your site. Put it another way, you can be boarding a plane in Vancouver and be on site in 3.5 hours. Wow. Not to mention the past production, as you stated, but also, we're starting out. We're a small new company. We're starting out with a significant resource, high-grade gold, over 3 significant deposits, and this property, which covers 170 square kilometers, has many other showings that we feel will someday also contain resources.
One of the interesting things that I think when we take a look at the Yukon right now, of course, is that it was such a historical mining region. And then for a whole host of reasons, mining almost stopped until the territory was able to start to create the regulatory framework that allows us to once again move back into that area that we know is incredibly mineral rich.
That's right. And, the Yukon is being rewarded with for that right now. The Fraser Institute just came out with their 2020 investment survey, and the Yukon rates 18th globally for investor confidence. So those are great numbers. So this is a great jurisdiction to be in.
Right. There's good talent, good infrastructure. There's a good mining environment. So tell us a little bit more about your main focus right now. What's happening now? What's going to be happening over the next quarter?
Okay. Well, maybe a little bit of background. We call it the Skookum Gold Project. It was historically called Tagish Lake Gold. Tagish Lake consolidated the ground in the area, which had been very fractionated for almost 80 years. And towards the end of the 2000s, Tagish Lake Gold was bought by New Pacific. New Pacific Metals did an exploration program in 2011. That's the last exploration program that was done. And they did a resource estimate in 2012. New Pacific then discovered a new silver deposit in Bolivia. So their focus is this very large silver project in Bolivia, which made Skookum a non-core asset to them. And they decided to spin it out, and that's where the new management team comes in. We over about 7 months last year, we managed to spin Skookum Gold out of New Pacific. We took it public. We raised money. We managed to do an exploration program, and today we're sitting with a significant resource, much better knowledge of the deposit because of our own exploration program from last year. Looking forward to 2021, where we plan to do a much more significant exploration program again and expand the resources. And hopefully, by the end of 2021, do another update to our resource estimate.
What are your long-term goals for this project? Do you envision building it out, or could you see vending it into a major?
Well, I'm a mining engineer.
Yeah.
I build them, I
Yeah.
fix them, and that's what I enjoy. So I'm here heading up an exploration company with the goal of building another mine, at least one. Skookum Creek, which is our largest deposit, already has 249,000 ounces in indicated, and it has over 100,000 ounces in inferred already. And we haven't been around for 6 months now, and we see that as the shortest path to a production scenario. So that'll be our focus this year for resource expansion. But we're not going to ignore the other two that you mentioned, Goodell and Mount Skookum, because
Right.
Goodell also has 86,000 ounces in indicated and 110,000 ounces in inferred. So that you can see the building of a pipeline of projects where we could be bringing one into production in a number of years, followed by a couple of years by another, followed by potentially Mount Skookum or one of these other showings. Once we've had a chance to finish our prospecting and exploration work.
That's that's a massive project. There's large scale here. You've got years worth of development ahead of you. It must be quite exciting.
It is. I like to say our geologists will not be bored. They've got a lot ahead of them. We're starting off. It is a brownfield site, so not only do we have this wonderful resource, but we also have great infrastructure. The territory maintains the road to within 18 kilometers of our site, very close, and we only have that last bit to maintain ourselves. So we have year-round access. We have a camp. Our camp was put in 2011 by New Pacific. We have the fast-producing mill. It's a 300 ton per day leach plant with a Merrill-Crowe finish for the high silver. It's still there. Not all the equipment can be reused, but we do have the comminution equipment. We have the leach equipment, and we have an excellent shell. The shell of the building is still in good shape. Not to mention, these deposits, these three deposits, they've already got underground exploration on them. We have 5 portals with close to 5 kilometers of development on the site. Two portals at Mount Skookum, 2 portals at Skookum Creek, and a portal at Goodell. So once we have the proper permits, we'll be able to do our exploration from underground. But this year, all of our exploration will be from surface.
So one of the questions that so many of our viewers always encourage me to ask is, why should I invest now? Like, what's the opportunity for me as an investor?
Well, we're just starting, and we're starting with 335,000 ounces in indicated, 245,000 ounces in inferred at very high grades. Our indicated grade is 7.8 grams per ton gold equivalent, and when we talk gold equivalent, we're only talking gold and silver. We're not including the base metals, and there are some base metals in these deposits. And the inferred grade is 6.9 gram per ton gold equivalent. So not only are we young, but we've got a good starting point. We've got infrastructure, we've got location, good jurisdiction, high grade gold. Exciting project.
And not to mention where gold prices are at now. They have improved and appear to be consolidating around the 1,800 mark right now. And we'll see what happens in the future.
That's right. That's right. Gold prices are helping everybody right now, but we feel that with these grades, we're going to be a little bit independent of the gold price, but we're certainly not encouraging the gold price go down. We'd like to see it go back up again as well.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to give us a glimpse into your really exciting project. We wish you well, and I hope that you'll come back and give us an update later in the year.
Looking forward to it, Stu. Talk to you soon. Bye
Thank
now.
you.